Welcome back to the channel, friends. Today we're rocking and rolling with some more Second Stone, The Legend of the Hidden World. And if you don't know about this game, I think it's best classified as an action platformer RPG with real tight handles, real good effects and graphics. And I've really been enjoying my time, playing through this demo here. This is the fourth video that I've made in the demo series. I've really been enjoying it, and we're going to find out what else is in store for us in this demo here today. Now, speaking of shop, right? Like, what are we actually doing? Well, we're in a new area, and we need to gain access to this temple. From what I understand, that is going to kick off, sort of the end game of the demo. So let's see how far we can get today. Let's jump on it. All right, so kicking things off here, let's take a look at the map real quick, and we have Deep-Root Valley. That is where we're at. Looks like we have a bunch of elite fights and a bunch of treasure hunts, and then we do have to find access to some temple around here. It's probably in this area. We're gonna have to sort of take a look. Of course, we do have access to the Shadow Realm. Did a little more research, well, thanks to the dev. And you do have to have that little light buff on you before you can really have much success. Now, there is one bead left in the Shadow Realm that I could get, but we don't really need to focus on that right now, I don't believe. How about this guy, though? Wow, so this guy's actually kind of challenging. How about he just gets absolutely wrecked? 3,000 damage with this great sword. Absolutely fantastic. And of course, I do have the bow as well. I do like the bow. It's good, but I feel like the DPS of the great sword is where it's at. And then furthermore, I guess since we're talking about loadout, so I went back to that little, I guess, Manastone enhancer in Arimaya Village, and I retrieved this Eternal Celestial Emberstone. And get a load of this, man. So it's completely maxed out. So that little contraption that Gadwick has in town there seems to be pretty key to upgrading your Mana Stones. So this thing is maxed out. It, of course, has that eternal buff to it, which is going to add your attacks and sanguinate the enemy over 10 seconds, stacks up to 10 times, and heals you for 10% of the damage dealt, which is great. We have burn, combustion, and extreme heat on our attack. And then it's just doing, like, massive stat increases as well. When I equip this, right, like, all of my stats go up. So this is quite nice. I have an Eternal Tidestone fashioning into something better in the village right now. Maybe we can stop back and get it before endgame. But anyways, let's begin here, friends. We have a pretty imposing enemy down here, it does look like. So let's help him find out. What do you say? Jakar Earthbrand. Okay, so this guy's casting earth magic. Well, let's see how he likes fire magic. I mean, just a terrific amount of damage, dude. And down he goes. Just gets ensanguinated. That's absolutely right. So we're stealing his HP as a result of that. Got a bunch of collectibles. Wow, so what else do we have? We got some squishy jellies to jump up on. Bam. Great sword, man. It's kind of slow. It's a little cumbersome, but boy, is it powerful. And fun to use. Alright, so we've got some more Ember Stones. This is good. Absolutely. Go through these boxes. Some of that money. And if you're wondering, how do I get my hands on this game? Well, I do believe there's a public demo that will be made available either in June or July of this year. So just add it to your wish list for now if you like what you see. It is quite fun. Absolutely. I've really enjoyed the open world aspect of it. Like I cited in the intro, I enjoy the tight handles that the game has. I think that's done really well. Like, you kind of feel like you're flying through space in this game. I mean, if you're going to have an action platformer, it's got to handle well, and wow, tremendous amount of damage there by the fireball. That's that super rune stone that I got, Manastone, right? And Squishy Slime Man finds out as well. So we're kind of like spec to both intelligence and strength. It's just kind of the way it's worked best for us so far, but I don't know. We have strong spells, right? So it works out really, really well. It does. But yeah, back to my other point. Just throw this game on the wish list if you like what you see, so you can stay in touch with the game. Cryo Sludge. What is this? Another boss fight? Ah, never mind. He's back here. Okay. Well, Cryo Sludge. Willing to bet you don't like fire there, pal. Boom. How about that, man? Just split them apart. Bam. Yeah, this is quite fun. I'm frozen. Alright, what do we have? A rough rhinestone. And then a fine rhinestone. So it looks like there's different portals to, you know, the shadow world, the death world, whatever you want to call it. And here's one of these plants. I don't know how to make this thing grow. Seems innocent. Yeah, it's definitely innocent. One of the few things not trying to kill me. But I'm not sure what to do with those. Let's throw on the bow and take out this guy. Keep getting hit. Maybe I can find my way up here. Okay, so I've entered the Shadow Realm. Alright, well, there is a tree over here. So, when I was mentioning in the intro, we have to have this little light buff. See in the top left, that little, I guess, yellow symbol? That is how you have success here. Now, I'm not really seeing... Obviously, the ancient trees are the way back. There's a couple of bosses. Maybe we try to take out this boss quick. But from what I understand, like... There's a parallel world, right? So if I, like, go to the village in the Shadow Realm, I think that's kind of the direction that this game plans to take. Of course, reminiscent of A Link to the Past, right? Alright, this guy. What's up, man? Yeah, I don't think so, pal. Bam. That's right, get absolutely burnt up. That guy finds out. Comes on in. And simply just finds out. But there's also, like, a lot of missing that goes on. So that's why you have to have that light buff. Then you have to, like, break their darkness shroud to be able to even hit them. Right? So it's kind of a dangerous spot if you don't have access to those trees that give you that buff. At least that's my understanding of it. See how we're doing damage now? So you want to be real shored up on your light buff. But our intention here today is to explore the Deep-Root Valley and get access to that temple. So let's leave here. And let me see if I can get up here somehow, man. Not that I really need to. It looks like there are wind crystals up there, but... Ah, look at that mighty, glorious-looking treasure chest over there, man. And back into the Shadow Realm I go. Don't necessarily want to be there. Shoot that guy down. Buy myself a little bit of time and maybe we can actually access it from over here. This game's got real smooth handles and you can, like, fly through the air. So I'm willing to bet we can. And you absolutely bet we can. Alright, let's speed up these crystals. Get some more stones. Got a bunch of them. Gale stones. Terrific. Okay. That was unforeseen. Seems to be, like, real sensitive. But it does appear to be kind of a parallel world, which is interesting. I'm not sure what those little light trees we're finding in the overworld do either. Alright, this has got to be real nice. What is it? We have a Storm God's Amulet. A magical relic from an ancient civilization. Your physical attacks decrease your target's wind resistance by 20% for 7 seconds. So if you wanted to do a wind type build, that would obviously be pretty important. Okay, so we've got another big enemy in the middle there. Let's target him. This guy's got a shield, so he thinks he's real special, doesn't he? Yeah, what's up, man? Bam. That's right. Meteor smash. How about this? Nice little find. Just collecting these gale stones. There's a healing potion. Do I need one? Yeah, let's pound one down. Why not? Damn. Alright, so this guy's got the height advantage. Not anymore, he gets vaporized. Treasure chest, what do we have? It is a rough rhinestone. We'll take it. We're definitely in the market for all kinds of stones. Alright, Velmyra the Sky-Eyed. Is that the person casting fire orbs at me? What is this ominous fire orb? Well, I do believe my armor has some fire resistance. But look at that, man. Just so strong. With fire spells, and what is this? Might of the Old Forest. Enormously increase your max health. Enormously. I mean, do we move off of enormously increase magic damage dealt? I guess how much HP am I getting from this? I've got 865. 995. I'm okay keeping the magic damage on for now. Can always pivot if we need to. Obviously, the accessories in this game, that's how you kind of set up a build, right? Get a synergized build. Work some synergies. Go in on something. Alright, we got 4 squishy slimes over here, and then one of those plants that I'm not sure exactly what does. I wonder if that has something to do with the Shadow Realm. Or maybe these give you a light tree in the Shadow Realm. Maybe that's what it does. That's my best guess for right now. This guy's trying to be sneaky. Hiding in the corner by the barrels. I don't think so, pal. Yeah, so that must spawn a light tree in the Shadow Realm. That's all I can think of. So it creates the great need to obviously explore the light world first and then into the dark world, where you're a heck of a lot safer when you have those trees, right? In fact, your unit is, well, your hero can't even really do too much damage unless you have enough of them. Alright, so let's keep moving. Got boxes everywhere, man. People leaving their gold in boxes. I mean, that's fine with me, man. Alright, what do we have over here? What a beautiful view. Nearby treasure hunts, okay? There's another light tree. Did I already get that one? Potion pouch is full on HP. Plenty of potions. Alright, I just want to confirm. So if we go through here, is there a light tree? There is not. There should be one like right there, right? Should be. Interesting. Well, maybe I was wrong. Or maybe you got to get enough of them or something. It's got some effect on the Shadow Realm, I'm sure. What is this? Teleportation pad seems unresponsive. Something on the other end is preventing it from working. Okay. No big deal. Can this travel by way of the feet? Right, nearby treasure hunt. Find a way to open the ancient gates. Alright, so there's an ancient gate around here somewhere. This guy's trying to be sneaky. They kind of are sneaky. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so we have a gate. So we have to collect 3 pieces, I do believe. Triangle-shaped object. Okay. Alright, waypoint discovered. That's a good find. Wow. Just put them all down with one mighty swing of that sword, man. Can we squeeze through here? We can. Bam. That's right, get absolutely crits. Get fireballed. And we got a chest. Give me something real good. What do you say, game? That looks real nice. Ring of Precision. Increases your crit chance. Okay, that's not bad. And then we have a power bead. Alright, not bad at all. That's always a good find. Wait, he dropped something. Spectral ore. That's for weapon upgrades, of course. So there's like a forging system in this game. There's a card game in this game, right? Yeah, like a card mini game. No, harken to like triple triad. Right, more ancient trees down this way. Got some more of these ores to carve through. Ember stones, a familiar ember stone. And let's keep on moving. Tap A to world hop when close to ancestral tree and branches. Okay. And we kind of figured that out. We're just going to stay in the light for now. Alright, so we have a beach. What do we have over here? Reach the power bead on the beachside cliff. Alright. And again, one of these plants, man. I wonder if those have some sort of correlation with the Shadow Realm. These guys shoot fast. I don't like that. Bam. Let's try to bring down that great blade. Another chest here, man. What do we have? Give me something real good. Find Sparkstone. We'll take it. Looks like we have some sort of contraption over here. So I've got to find 3 pieces to make a triangle. What is this? Ah, so we can put our tablet in there. Okay, got it. And then what does that do? Creates platforms. Okay. So that creates a way down. So that appears to be what that green symbol on the map is. A place where you can use your tablet to create an opening for yourself. This guy's trying to be real cute and sneaky. Yeah, I don't think so, man. Get burnt up. Alright, well, beachside cliff. Let's look into that first. It is a power bead, which does just that, increases power. Alright, so there it is right there. Can we cheese this a little bit? You bet we can. Bam. Not a problem at all. Looks like you can maybe go through the dark world, or shadow world. Here's one of these trees. Let's light it up. Alright, little tidestone action. You bet. And how deep is the water? Who's this guy? Oh boy. We got a jelly. Ah, he got me, but wow, look at that. Tremendous damage, dude. Surnok the Tidebreaker. You look like you're a little out of your element there, pal. He's got vitality, renewal, he's tidebound. Looks like he reanimates himself. I'm all out of mana. Bring down the greatsword. We actually steal HP because of that sweet celestial Manastone that I have in my magic armlet. And sanguine, right? Like steals 10% of damage. Little life steal. Seems pretty strong to me. Anything to keep me healed up, patched up. Let's go ahead and carve down this crystal formation. Eternal Rough Tidestone. Okay, so eternal stones are good because they have added properties to them. Based on what I've seen, sometimes they can be pretty good. And that's exactly what gave me that ensanguined effect. I mean, that was almost 10,000 damage. Alright, doesn't look like there's any swimming here. Alright, nice. Not bad at all. Let's go ahead and assign our 2 power beads. And of course, we can reset this if we like. I mean, this is kind of where our attack strength comes from, and then the stones and whatnot that we're using, that's really fortifying our magic, our relics too. Triple jump. I mean, you absolutely need triple jump. Looks like we're gonna get there next. I mean, triple jump, right? Imagine that in this game. We'll hopefully get that real soon. So, it looks like there's an optional side area. Ancient Gate is right there. I want to explore. Let's explore down here first. But we'll try to get that Ancient Gate opened up real soon. Wow, so what do we have? Is this another area? Deep Root Thicket. Ah, okay. So this is that area I didn't have access to before. Find Baku Baku and aid him on his quest. Okay. So this will create what? Platforms? It's going to animate that plant, maybe? Is there a plant that animates? How about that? So it creates a little shortcut for you. Interesting. The Lost Labyrinths, I've been there. Find Baku Baku. I mean, let's go find them. Where you at, Baku Baku? Seems like he should be around here somewhere. Is he on that upper terrace, maybe? Ah, there he is. Hey, what's up, man? Swordsman! Could you defeat 5 slimes in the area for me? Trust me, I have my reasons for this request. It'll be worth your while, I promise. Alright, you better have a power bead for me, man. I will entertain this quest. Problem will likely be finding slimes, though. So that guy definitely was not there before the first time we were through this area, so I wonder what made him spawn in. Alright, what up, man? Bam. That's right. Get it. This guy thinks he's being crafty. Alright, there's a slime. Bam. Alright, down goes that slime. I still love the handles in this game. The fact that you can use dash a bunch of times gives you so much freedom and control. Alright, that's another eternal stone. Alright, slimes, where you at? You guys usually spawn in. Alright, here we go. Bam. Evaporate them. So I counted 4. And apparently Baku Baku has his reasons. But I'm feeling like a power beat's coming our way. For our inconvenience and efforts. Stable ore. Hey, what's up, man? Looking to get the drop on me, huh? I don't think so. Alright, where's one more slime? Did you count 5? That's it. That's what they get for stealing my lunch earlier. Promise, here's your reward. How about that? That's triple jump, or at least it should be. Let's get that triple jump. Yeah. Absolutely, man. Alright, so what's happening now? Did it reset? Do I have triple jump? I sure do. Awesome. So now I can get to all these areas that, let's be honest, the game probably doesn't want me to get to quite yet. But we got triple jump. We secured it. But what's going on with this astral tablet now? We start afresh again, I think. Judgment Pulse. Increase your strength and vigor. I want to go Omnipotence. Increase all your stats by 6. Okay. I mean, that's pretty good. Emerging from a shift warp restores your health. Or we have Malevolence. Strength and Intelligence. Okay. Power spellcasting. Looks like you got Expertise, Health, Strength and Intelligence, Vigor. Strength and Intelligence is pretty good. But this is also all stats. Let's do it. Let's go down the all stats line. So let's give me a new board then. I think. Definitely an interesting little upgrade system for sure. Your attack speed, casting speed, and movement speed is increased by 5%. That's quite nice. Okay, cool. So I guess I didn't see that coming either. This game always like surprises me the more I explore about it. And I have really enjoyed just discovering new things about this one. Absolutely. In fact, while I'm talking about it, looks like this can be upgraded. Eternal Lustrous Tidestone. Alright, nice. It's diamond shaped. Vigor and strength increases max health by 5% plus 40 intelligence. Since it's in the old armor, right? That's not bad at all. I mean, we're actually not really rocking too high of intelligence, but are still doing incredible amounts of damage. Alright, good deal. Stay away from that portal, man. Alright, we got sucked back in. I don't see any power beads here, so I'm like good. Let's try to stay focused. Right, not half bad. Let's continue to explore this zone. Try to get sniped down with that bow shot there, man. With our newfound skills of triple jump. And of course, we have an ice bow. Little fire-ice combination with our armaments. Alright, we got a windy bridge. What is this? First keystone piece. Alright, so we found one of them. Nice. Well, I think the next sensible spot to go is probably down here then. Although it looks like we could have just kept going at that waypoint. Would have been fine. So you can charge it up, you can fast cast the spells. They have differing effects. You can charge up your weapon, fast cast it as well. For fast attack. I mean, this fire spell is absolutely just lethal when it's charged up. It's got like homing, I've got the power enchantment on it, so it does 30% additional damage. And then we have like 5 projectiles that home in on the enemy. Damn. Yeah, this guy just 10,125 damage. Okay, it's got limited range. Probably the one drawback. Let's harvest this crystal. We're looking for 2 more keystone pieces. Gotta be around here somewhere. Yeah, I see you, man. You're not fooling anybody. I've also got some other magic. Like that's lightning. And that zapped him real good. Let's light this tree up. These guys throwing bombs. These guys are always just so nice, aren't they? Down goes that slime. Alright, so the key piece has to be around here somewhere. Let's pound down a healing potion. Just evaporating the gunner as soon as you see him is quite nice. It is. Alright, we have a treasure chest and a guy who thinks he's hiding. I snuck up on him with my lumbering greatsword. A fine rhymestone. That guy got evaporated. Poor guy. Alright, there's the second piece right there. Bam. Alright, nice. So, looks like we have another significant enemy up here. Ancient tree. This actually might be where it is. Done a pretty good job exploring the rest of this zone. Over here looks like maybe an opportunity. Then up here, wherever this leads to. Alright, there's another power bead. Let's grab this for sure. What a beautiful view, yes indeed. Let's go ahead and get all stats up. Okay, so I can actually flip it. Interesting. So, I mean, we could do like a full respec, right? You certainly could. We could keep building out this side if we like. Definitely interesting. I wonder if there's... They just keep adding on to this. 12 strength. I want that 16 intelligence, and then I want fast forward as well. So let's spend our next couple of power beads right there, I suppose. Because you can remove all power beads with the X button. So we could respec. Although I operate under the assumption that if it ain't broken, don't fix it. And there's nothing broken. I think the one broken thing is just our damage output. Meaning it's truly broken. Increased physical damage dealt. Warrior's Necklace. Alright, we got slimes. This guy again. Except for he's of the Shattered Crag now. Alright, this guy's gotta go. Yeah, where you going, man? Shooting at me. That was a big hit. Wow. I'm all out of mana. Pound down a healing potion. That was a big hit too. This guy's the real deal. How about that, man? Once that sword starts talking, that HP goes down fast. Let's grab this. Seems like you get a lot of these little Manastones. Who's this guy? Hey, what's up, bro? Gifford.
Oh.
Those ancient gates open up with a triangular keystone, but the purple thing I saw down by the cliff seems to be only one piece of that keystone. Excuse me. I was so close. Yeah, I think we got it, man.
Find anything interesting?
No, I think we found that one. You're just a lesser adventurer, man. Should leave this to the pros. What's this area? We did only find one piece. Find and defeat the golden slime. Golden slime, Deep Root Mountain. Okay. Oh boy. This guy's quick. Well, we took him out. Alright, so one fireball gets it done and another power bead. For yours truly. Terrific. I mean, I feel like we've been here before. Yeah, I remember this guy. This is where you first get sent to the Shadow World. There's a very pleasant individual down here. Yeah. Damie. How did you get up here? Yeah, we've been here before. Although that appears to be unexplored. I think I've been here before. Yeah, that chest is relieved of its loot. That means we've certainly been here, of course. Got all kinds of contraptions and whatnot. So the path just continues. Okay. Yeah, we've been here. Goshaya's Grotto. Okay. So let's go back from whence we came. A little bit of backtracking. So let's go this way, and then we have one more key piece to find. Keystone. So I'm thinking, I mean, it would make sense that it's over here maybe somewhere, I suppose. That leads us back. I think we found one like down here. Found one like right there, or right there. So maybe it's back this way. It's a possibility. It's the best I've got so far. Alright, more riflemen. Steal that life, man. Alright, let's keep going. Let's find it. Whoever it may be. Here's a full restore, bam. Full recovery. Alright, those guys get gobbled up. Alright, so, if I was a keystone, where would I be? We've been over here, right? Yep. Been over here. Seems like there's an opportunity over this way. Alright, so what do we have? Okay, it's a path that connects to another area. Interesting. Ah, okay. So what's this gonna do? So it opens, okay? So what is this? Is this another, like, temple? Arimaya outskirts north. Okay. Okay. I mean, I definitely haven't been here before. Oh, muffed that jump. Just trying to get a feel for... I mean, obviously there's a bunch of portals, right? Treasure chest in there, man. Enchanted ore. Not bad. Bam. That's right. Knock, knock, buddy. Earth magic. The destructive power of that spell. Alright, good stuff. Of course, using earth magic gives me armor as well. Okay, so we have water. I mean, would they put the keystone to the other zone in another zone? You know what I mean? Maybe. Probably not, but maybe. I mean, you can swim in this game. Doesn't look like I'm able to plunge into this water. Alright, so we gotta get up. Alright, bring me up. Let's go. Okay, so we're in uncharted territory. Interesting. That was like a reverse map. Alright, what do we have going on here, man? Donagai Dunes. We are closed for renovations. Alright, so this is not available in the demo yet. But it looks like there's a treasure hunt. Can I go anyways? Looks like this is where I meet the end. Can't go any further, okay. Seems like a pretty vast place, of course. Okay, so let's see. I mean, this is not where, of course, the missing keystone is. So, where would it be? Looks like there's a little bit of unexplored territory just north. Well, just straight forward to where I'm going. What is this thing? Who's responsible for that? Just calm it down, man. Right, missing keystone. Where we at? Do these work now? Did I perhaps miss it? I mean, that's a possibility. It's a possibility for sure, but... Thought I was doing a pretty thorough job. Right, there's got to be one more piece. Right, that guy gets wrecked. Right, it's not in this little side area. I mean, looked all around here. It's not there unless I'm missing it. I don't see it. Those guys get thrashed. So maybe down on the beach? Did we find one on the beach already? I think I recall us finding one on the beach already. Because we did fight that boss unit, right? Not to mention super slimes. I mean, it wouldn't be in the shadow world, would it? I don't think so. That wouldn't make much sense. Well, let's backtrack a little bit, I suppose. I found one in this little corner. Right, there was one right here. Alright, that slime finds out. Is there any, like, map indicator? And that's telling me where the gate is, of course, right? I think we should probably try to explore up this way. One more time. Like, let's give it one more go. See if we can't locate it. Get wrecked, man. Like, it seems like this would be a decent spot for it. Like, tucked back here, but not seen it. I mean, there's this one guy up here that mentioned something about it. I told him I'm the better adventurer. Well, maybe we're not so good after all. You gotta wonder where it is. Where is it? There's a power bead right there. Treasure chest below, that's been explored. Nothing over there in that little window. Squishy plants. Then this guy can. The purple thing I saw down by the cliff seemed to be the only one piece of that keystone. Didn't know slimes could ambush you from the grass like that.
Find anything interesting?
Down by the cliffs. Slimes, grass, ambush. We found 2 of the 3 pieces. Unless it's like in this section somewhere, maybe. Thought I've done a pretty good job exploring it. What about the Shadow Realm? I mean, it's got tons of enemies. Of course. I don't see a map indicator. I mean, that purple thing down by the cliffs. What does the guy mean by that? Right there, there it is, right there. All right, so he was giving us a bit of a clue. I finally found it though. All right, nice. So I did indeed miss that, and that was definitely on me, boys and girls. But here we go. Let's see what's in here. Yeah, do I? Absolutely. I've only spent the last 20 minutes looking for this thing. Explore the ancient Ysidrian tomb. Let's go. Alright, so I don't have a map. That's the first observation. No map to speak of. I do have a power bead. Let me get that equipped first. I want to get... I mean, intellect by 16 is no small margin. Alright, let's go. No map. Okay, we got some differing enemies here, man. One of these guys again. Just a smaller version, I suppose. Those are kind of nasty. Those projectiles just hang out. Fly around. Hit you and stuff. What is this? Scenery. Let's go. We're definitely exploring the tomb. I've got... So here we go. We have these purple and green stones off to the right again. Not sure what those are. Let's keep on going. Let's explore what else is here. Boss fight, maybe? Alright, here we go. They're coming in. Alright, slimes. Use a little earth magic. Looks like that guy's resistant with that shield. But not a problem at all, man. Our damage output is far too great. All I'm seeing is a bunch of barrels and boxes. Alright, here we go. I've got 9 of those green yellow stones off to the right there now. I wonder what those are for. Skelly. Right, we're collecting the purple style stones now as well. Okay. Try get fried, skeleton. Where you at, man? I saw you. Where'd he go? Is this a pressure plate? Looks like it. I don't think so. Right, so we're exploring. I mean, it looks like these would be doors maybe that open. But I'm not seeing a switch. I mean, that thing kind of looks like a switch. Do I have to, like, kill all the enemies, maybe? Alright, down he goes. Anybody else? Yeah, looks like we have another one. Couple more. Let's throw on the bow. Enough messing around. That's right, down he goes. Alright, so guys, can we just get along here for a moment? How do I open that door? There's gotta be more to this quote-unquote tomb than this. I mean, the scenery is indeed vast, but I don't have a map and I'm not sure what to do about this door. If it is indeed a door, I mean, sure looks like something. Hey, how about this? It opened up. Okay. Well, we go a little bit deeper then. Figured it out. Alright, so looks like we have some sort of teleporter in the middle. There is a question mark on the map which says what? Okay, treasure hunt. That is, of course, a power bead. Well, that's good. We like power beads. That'll bring me back to the beginning. We got it. Bam. Power bead. I mean, it seems like that opens up, right? Like it does. But we've been here before. In fact, in the last episode, we were in a similar tomb to this one. And it did end with the power bead, that door, and then this will bring it back to the start. Confirm, yeah. Okay, so we have returned back to Deeproot Valley. So, as far as, like, our next objective, we need to enter the Temple of Isithra. Isithra. Everything else is completed. The Lost Labyrinths, Deep-Root Valley. Seen the temple, okay. The way inside seems open. Merge back into the light world near the steps to a mysterious temple. The entrance was blocked by vines, but here it seems to be open. Your heart is still racing from what you just experienced. Well, let's show this on the map. Nice detailed map here. It wouldn't be like over here, would it? I don't think so. Where's the entrance to that temple? That's what I'm gonna have to figure out next. Now, let's see. So if I use this quick, we zip back here. Is this the temple? That's the temple. I think so. Looks like it. But what is this? And did I go here, I guess? Is my question. Okay, that one's closed. The dunes again. Many ways to the dunes, I suppose. It looks like this is the temple. Let me just confirm. Yes, indeed it is. Alright, so, next episode, this is where we're going. And I do believe we'll likely find the end game there. So that's where we're going. I mean, blatantly obvious, right? Right there. That's where we're going, though. Lost Labyrinths. So I'll do that in the next episode. So of course, smash that subscribe button if you're excited for it. For this, let's go ahead and let's travel. I've got something that I'm missing. Let's go back to this one. We've got another quest. Villager in distress. Yeah, the yellow card sage, that's right. I still haven't beaten him either. What's distressing you? Have you seen my mother? Deep-Root Valley and hasn't returned. Yeah, I'll do what I can. Certainly find her, but my reason for returning is this. Look at this thing. That is a celestial Galestone. Eternal celestial Galestone. So check this thing out. Now you throw this on. I mean, we could do weapon with it, I suppose. But Eternal Celestial Galestone. So haste. Your wind effects increase your attack and casting speed slightly for 10 seconds. Cyclone Step. Your haste effect improves your shift step by leaving behind a deadly cyclone. Haste effect also increases your casting speed. And this will actually increase the damage done by my attacks by 5% as well. And we actually have a lot of like cool looking spells too, or cool sounding spells more like. 36 strength and 18 intelligence. I mean, go ahead and throw this on. I mean, we just get so much stronger. Like, look at that stat increase, right? If I throw it on here. Your wind effects increase your attack and casting speed slightly for 10 seconds. So let's see what this is all about. Yeah, so now it's got the wind element, right? And I do actually have haste. In the top left there, I've got the haste buff. So maybe we rock with this. Maybe. I can throw this Firestone. Pristine Emberstone. Throw that. Probably right there, huh? Could also throw on the boat, too. I mean, we could go firebow with it. Alright, cool. Well, either way, I'll take a look at how the character expects, and then what you can expect in the next episode is to hit up that Lost Labyrinth for the entire episode, right? We're gonna begin, and we're just gonna go for it. So why don't I go ahead and travel back to the area that we need to be. Actually, first and foremost, before I do that, there's something that's been burning a hole in my wallet, and now that I have nearly 10 grand, let's go ahead and make a purchase. This might be the key to defeating that card sage as well.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah, give me Raikou. 5,000 gold though. Blade Rush, your skills get +2 for each die. Whenever your actions roll 7 or more dice, draw 1 card. Okay. What is that? Chaos Fire Garb? Blazing Magus. Whenever you inflict burn on yourself, draw 2 cards and roll 1 grand die for armor. That's actually really good with our current deck. Maybe that's the key. Full break, can't quite afford that, but you know, got some good stuff for sure. Absolutely. So maybe we can take on the card sage in the next episode as well. But we're going to get into some action for sure. That is guaranteed in the next one. I'm going to run that big step. I'm going to take on that labyrinth. And that's going to happen, like I said, in the next episode. So let's go ahead and get back to Deeproot Valley. That is now explored, of course. Then look forward to the big temple. You can see it right back there in the next episode. So, I want to say thank you for viewing, my friends. I really do appreciate it. I hope you had fun today. I know I sure did. I do enjoy this game. I love the handles. I like the effects. I think there's a lot of lots of options to sort of shape your character into the character that you want him to be by way of all of those Manastones. I like that there's a little, card mini game. The world is very detailed. We've got some interesting elements with the Shadow Realm. We got like this parallel world thing going on with this game. Haven't really been too challenged by the fights just yet. Maybe we'll find something in that labyrinth that will tell us otherwise, but overall, having a grand time with Second Stone, The Legend of the Hidden World. If you like it for yourself, throw it on your wish list. That'll be the best thing to do right now. It's releasing a demo, that is, sometime in June or July. Full release later on this year, per the dev. So, thank you for viewing. I do appreciate it. Smash a like if you enjoyed yourself here today. Subscribe so you don't miss the next upload in the series. Like I said, we are planning to complete this early access demo that I have right here on the channel by way of video series. So, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss it. Thanks to the dev team as well. You guys are awesome and are making a great game. Keep up the great work. And I just appreciate you spending some time here. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. So with that said, my friends, I'm going to get on out of here, but I'll be catching you in the next video. Thanks a lot.